Hi guys, I'm back in Stacy's Art Studio kitchen. This is actually my second take because Miss Molly decided she should just bark at the whole neighborhood. So we had to move her back into the studio while we do this. Some days she just thinks everything should be barked at. So today I'm making balm out of my plant infused oils, and I'll describe that a little bit more. I've shown the video before about infusing oils with some of the herbs that I have that I've growing around, but today we're going to make balm out of it, and in the description below I'll add the recipe and ingredients so you don't have to watch me over and over to do it. But we start with a double boiler, so basically a simple, a good sized pan like this, water to about here, and then inside the pan is a rack that looks like this, just smaller, and your glass measuring cup right there. Have some kind of hot pad nearby, a stirring stick, containers. Now normally I put my balms in glass, but I am shipping these to my sister, my mom and dad, some friends, so I'm putting it in plastic for that reason. Then I suggest 2 sets of measuring spoons because you've got dry and you've got wet that you're working with. So it's just easier to have 2 sets. And keep a stack of paper towels because I clean off the spoon in between different oils. And of course the area should be clean, and your products should be clean, hands clean, all that sort of stuff. So then what it's made with is beeswax, oils, vitamin E, some rosehip oil, and shea butter. So we're going to start with putting in the beeswax, and we have 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon of beeswax into the little jar, and then we'll start with the butter. That is 1 tablespoon shea butter, and shea butter never goes to waste, can always just go on the skin. Alright, now we're going to start with the oils. So this is olive oil that I infused with lemon balm that I had dried from my garden. It sat for about a month, then I strained it, and now it's good to go. So we're going to do 4.5 tablespoons of this. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half of the lemon balm oil. Okay, I'm going to grab a paper towel, clean that off. Then next we do a tablespoon and teaspoon, and this is the plantain infused oil. So a tablespoon, and then 1 teaspoon of that. There you go. And then we put in 1/2 tablespoon of rosehip seed oil, and that you can just pick up at a natural grocery store. I find it very, very useful. I like to get every little drop out of there. Okay. And then just a couple drops of vitamin E oil. Just a couple squirts, that's what I do. And again, that you can get, at a natural food store. So, there you go. It's all put together. And then your water should be boiling because it's got to get pretty hot. It shouldn't be out of control. I have mine set at high Um, and I love these. I think I've mentioned it before, but they're plastic chopsticks that I picked up years and years and years ago at an Asian market. And they've been very useful for everything except chopsticks because I like the more angled chopstick to use as chopsticks. So this works really well because they're kind of thick. So they work really well. So it takes a little while for it all to melt together, and then we'll store it in a jar. Now the nice thing about balms is it's made of all oil, wax, and butter. So there's no water in it, which means that it will have a longer shelf life, because anything that has water in it will eventually go bad. So with the balms, they can be around for a pretty long time. I can't tell you exactly how long. I'm not a scientist, though. I just know I use them up way before they ever go bad. And you can do this same recipe, and you can just use olive oil, coconut oil, beeswax, shea butter, and vitamin E. That's fine, but there are just so many more wonderful properties in your infused oils. So, and lemon balm is extremely easy to grow. It's of the mint family, so, and mint likes to grow anywhere. In fact, I have to tell you, even though it's been super hot, I actually haven't had to water. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 plants that I kind of have off in different areas, and I haven't actually had to directly water them. I water the plants next to them, and they've really done fine. So they're very easy to grow, even in, you know, super hot, super dry Albuquerque, New Mexico. And then, you know, you just cut them and dry them. I have my drying racks here. I've shown you a picture of that before. So you don't even have to have a dehydrator for it or anything. And same with the plantain. Plantain is considered a weed, but it has so many wonderful properties in it. Again, I'm not a, you know, doctor or anything like that, so I'm not advising it for anything. It's just a very useful plant, and I found it to be very good in my ointments. So this is the part that just kind of takes a little while, but I've had so much fun growing such simple things that are so easy to grow, easy to dry, easy to use, and it's amazing about herbs. Herbs are fantastic for that. So this month in August, you've already seen my vlog about my son's art. So I think I'll probably do an update vlog sometime this month, so I can, you know, tell you about the gardens and what's going on in my art studio. And I think I'm going to do another video later this month on some of the really cool things that I've found in secondhand shops, and how I actually do shop for those kind of things, because there's, you know, some people have a certain way of doing it, and I do it a little differently. So I just thought I'll share how I do it, and how I use it in design, and how I use it in my house, and what I've looked for, and how I've found it, and how things kind of change over time too. So that's another video I'm going to do. Okay guys, look at that, it's done. So just a couple minutes, and then turn the heat off. Grab yourself a hot pad and pull that out. And it's just lovely hot oil. Now we're going to pour it in our little jar. So one batch makes about that size jar. There you go. Let it sit and cool. It would melt completely into a liquid state, again, if it was in super high heat. So like if you left it out in your car, or had it in your purse and it was out in the car, it would melt back to a liquid state, but then it would also solidify right back up and still be useful, as far as I'm concerned. And so there you go. That's how you make a balm out of infused oils and a few other little goodies. And I hope you enjoyed that. I'll add the recipe in the description. And y'all have a great day.